All right, welcome to the Sunday Email Clinic, second episode on my channel. Stick with me, and I will be sharing my screen with you, and we will be answering some questions, and of course, do a email live with a live emailer and hang in with that. And also, if you have any question, pop it in the chat. Or if you want to speak to me directly within the show when we are live or straight after, you can also join us one of the available rooms that is constantly on. So I am going to first try to organize here. We're going to play the sound here, and while I'm organizing this, and I will be back just a moment, and we will do the stream. Enjoy this, and I will be back and sharing my screen with you and answering the questions that I received since last Sunday. And of course, we will also be doing emails. Of course, if you do an email yourself and you want me to audit your email, let me know so you can send me the content in the private room, and therefore I will be able to help you out and audit your email live when we are on stream. And of course, if you want to do it off stream, you also have that option as well, if you don't want it to be directly public. And that is kind of to protect your privacy in whatever you're doing. Just let me know. So enjoy the song, and I will be back in just a moment.
Sunday morning, quiet on the street, but my mind's already 10 steps deep. Screens glowing where the sunlight fades, 1,000 voices in pixel waves. Each name carries a piece of weight. Someone stuck, someone running late. Some just need to feel their hurt, not just answered but reassured. So I breathe it in, let the silence begin. Then I dive where the chaos has been. Welcome to the Sunday Email Clinic, where every word feels almost sacred. Not just lines, not just digits. These are lives I'm connected with. In the hush of a world offline, I'm stitching meaning between the lines. At the Sunday Email Clinic, slow and vivid, turning pressure into something living. Some write sharp, some barely speak. Some hide truth between the weak. I just need help, dressed up in form, while fighting through their private storm. I've learned to read what isn't there, the space between despair and care. A crafted line can shift a day more than they will ever say. So I steady hands, keep my tone sincere. Every answer says someone's here. Welcome to the Sunday Email Clinic, where every pause feels diagnostic. I don't just fix, I listen in it. Every silence has logic. In the still of a world half asleep, I'm whoring promises I keep. At the Sunday Email Clinic, something deeper in it, turning distance into something intimate. patience makes. But somewhere in a stranger's night, my words flick on a little light. And maybe they won't know my name, but they won't feel quite the same. That's enough to keep me here, Sunday after Sunday, year by year.
Yes, indeed. I am here year by year, every Sunday. Hopefully you enjoy this one. That being said, welcome to the live stream as of this Sunday. Happy Sunday to you globally all over the world. Hopefully you like that mellow Sunday tune that I made with AI. I wrote those little lyrics, by the way, and I'm not a great writer or anything like that. As you know, I try to do my best to entertain you and as well as inform you, as I am your insider in the machine, so to speak. As always, if you don't know really who I am, and let me just kind of switch my camera on so you guys can see my face. Just a moment. And the reason I'd switch my camera off, guys, because of obviously my bandwidth. I am on a Starlink and I really do not have that much of a bandwidth. That's why I switched the camera off to help me a little bit do the smooth streaming. And also sometimes the stream will drop. And if that happens, please just wait a second or two and refresh the YouTube, and you should be able to again reconnect back as Starlink changes, satellite changes hand, and it dropped a single now and then. So just let me know if that happens. Just please do refresh and get back on the stream. So currently you can see in my screen is a thumbnail for the stream. So why I'm doing Sunday clinics? First of all, let me show you who I am. And this is my profile on LinkedIn. My full name is Evangelos Taxiarchis. I am founder of No Limit Emails. I build and manage private email infrastructure. We host everything, and everything's done built on client's domain. And we host and maintain everything in our end, so the clients doesn't have to do any technical work. And of course, I will be showing you live system that is being built on my own domain. And I have two different systems right now. I will show you both. One mature, has been running a few years, and one currently I am warming up. And I'm going to show you the warm up system that I have not completed my 30 days yet on that. Hopefully you will also enjoy that, see the progression. And also I will show you several years aged system that has been running for a while and is doing pretty amazing stuff when it comes to the email. So you can find me on LinkedIn. As you can see in here, I'm showing you my LinkedIn profile. You can check some of the posts that I'm posting on LinkedIn, information wise, cybersecurity wise, email wise, and things just generally useful. I don't post kind of rubbish stuff. I don't post repeated stuff. I normally post the things that I think is useful for somebody to read. And in here you can see I'm doing some posts that is comparing me with some other other creators, and you can check that out. And of course, follow me, ask me for connection, and let's connect it over there. I am the only using LinkedIn currently and YouTube. I do not use Facebook or any other kind of social media places. It's just YouTube basically, and LinkedIn for posting some stuff. And of course, as you know, if you know me, I really don't take social media seriously, because it's just, you could say, another place to get lost type scenario. That being said, when they are there, of course, you can utilize them. But ultimately, what you need to utilize is your own domain, your own infrastructure, so you can control communication. So in this evening, we will get into it. I have a couple of, well, it's quite a lot of questions came to me since last Sunday. Number one is always seems to be why my emails are going to spam, and I'm also going to show you what I do to prevent that happening to me and myself, and as well as obviously the No Limit Emails members that I share this information on the other kind of places. So we all kind of doing this kind of things to stay out of the spam, and hopefully we'll enjoy that when we make the email in a moment. And the second biggest question that I keep getting, what's the difference between share and dedicated IPs? And I will also show you that. And the third question I have, is it cold email still effective in 2026? And I can show you that. Yes, absolutely is. And what is the most important email records? To be honest, is when it comes to the email records, I know some previous, my clients previously done single email, and them like $200,000-$300,000 income. If that's not record, I don't know what it is. But also the record email sending, I don't think anybody in the world can beat No Limit Emails record when it comes to the volume, and as well as infrastructure that controlled by the user, not by the provider. Should business own the email infrastructure or not? Absolutely, you should. But, and also obviously lots of people being used to you could say, shared hosting places because they didn't have no other choices out there. So that being said, now let me get rid of this here. So first question that we're going to tackle here, why are my email going to spam, guys? And I'm going to show you that majority of the email that goes to the spam, because literally email itself could be totally clean, and lots of the emails that basically going through the, you could say, abused systems, even the businesses, very, you could say, legitimate business. So first of all, I'm just going to check my own inbox. Just a second, guys. I just need to switch my camera off so I can have a decent bandwidth. I'm going to first just look at in my Gmail, and I'm going to look also inside the spam. And then we're going to check, see why this email is going to spam. Last one I showed you, let me see. By the way, I did kind of clean my spam yesterday, well, this morning. Unfortunately, I have quite a few more again. This one, once more, last week I did whitelisted this email, and this email once more gone to the spam. So let me just kind of check this out for you. So I'm going to just copy all of the email here so we can see. We're going to analyze this email together. See why this is going to spam, and I'm going to show you what I do with my own email so we don't go to spam. So first thing first, we will reveal this person name because it's quite big business, and obviously sending me email, and the email is going to spam. So here it is. We're going to just use this tool here to check this email content, as I just copied. As you can see, I'm not making this up, guys. Here is the Gmail that's went to the spam, as you can see. So, and here we see there is riddled with, you have 20 shady words, you have 7 unnatural words, you have 10 urgency words, you have 8 mentioning money, you have 3 words over promising, and this email's always obviously going to spam. Even despite last week, I kind of click on same guys. I signed up for this email to receive this emails, by the way. Not as if he's spamming me or anything like that. Is I signed up, but the way they've been writing these emails, as you can see, they really don't care about what content they are sending. As you can see in here, it's kind of like personalized to my name. But generally speaking, this email is never going to get out to the spam. So if you are Grant Cardone and sending these emails out, your email is not producing anything back. And this is exactly what's of point deduction, as we can see, 20, 27, 37, 40, 48 points being deducted out of this email content in here, and is on the spam, guys. So I do whitelisted on the Gmail, and then next email I receive, it goes to spam again, and this email I received today. As we can see, 2 hours ago. So you can see in here 2 hours ago, and it's coming from this. So first, this email is coming through the HubSpot. HubSpot is shared entity. And of course, the people who wrote this email, they wrote it like obviously ChatGPT stuff. And it just doesn't work, right? It's just really full of nonsense, full of spammy words. So how do you really clean this? How do you really get this email to inbox, stay out of spam? And it's very simple. One, you can use this tool, change this word physically. And also, I'm going to show you how I write my email, and we will look at and compare to this just a second. So just bear with me that. So let's keep this on here. And we're going to write a new email. And also I'm going to show you previous emails that I have written, and we're going to compare it to. And so you can see the difference in here, what you can do to stay out of the spam. So we will bring this back up here, guys, just a second. So let's bring, actually just keep it side by side here. I'm just going to shrink this for a second. And we're going to actually open another tab for this. So you can see the difference here. So this is the new tab. As we can see, we're just going to shrink this so you guys can see. And I'm going to compare, obviously, you see, like, let's go back here. So this is the system, and I already have sent email out. So if we go back on email here, let me just make it bigger. We go channel, we go email. And this is the last email that I have sent. So let's kind of open this up. Let's have a look at the content here. And this is the content of email that I sent. So this is my content. And let's compare the content they sent. So let's just get this here. So we just move that and we paste this in the same tool. And now we have a look. You see, it says great. And I don't see any highlighted words in here. And this email is not going to spam. So we already tested this, and we can also tag this up, and I'm going to show you another tools that I built to kind of analyze this stuff. So I'm just going to go to my blog, and if you want to use some of these tools, some of them are there for you to also utilize. You can land on my blog, and here you go to the free unique AI tools. And we're going to use this tool here. I'm just going to open a couple of this. So we're going to use a couple of different tools that you can see. So this is not publicly available application currently, but I will make it available. First, let's have a test of the Grant Cardone's email. So as you know, they give us where is the Gmail gone here? Gmail. Got so many tabs open. Just please be patient with me in a second. But we have it on here, right? This is my email, as you can see. And then this is Grant Cardone's email, as we can see in here. So first we're going to just copy this. We copy this. And we're going to use this tool here. We're going to, by the way, let me also get the sender domain, because I do need that in order for us to actually check. Just a moment. I need original source so I can get the exact sender domain, guys. Just give me a moment. So I am going to get that. Okay, so the sender domain for Grant Cardone is coming from, this is the sender domain. The subject line, obviously we've seen the subject line is Learn My $1 billion revenue system is the subject line they sent. So that's the subject line. And of course we have the actual email content here with everything they sent it to us. So this is what they send it to me. This is the content here. So we're just going to hit analyze. And here you can see spam risk is 100%. Deliverability is a 30%. And then when we look provider, look, 95% spam, 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 spam. Every single network, 100% spam. See that? So sorry, Grant Cardone, once more, it's like this is your email and you're just wasting money to HubSpot, and your people who send in these emails really don't care about your business or your reputation, as this shows us. And of course, the domain itself is okay. And then you can see in here, there is lots of spam words. And of course, the words in is riddled with stuff here that is needed being fixed. But we just want to understand deliverability score on this, including even the domain, subject line, the email content itself. It is never going to get out as spam. So let's refresh this so we can lose that. We're going to open the analyzer once more, and then this time I'm going to paste my email that I sent. So this is the email, as you can see, I sent out. So this is the email that I sent out, as we can see through the system here. So if we paste this content, and then we just get that out of the way. So I'm going to select my domain. I'm going to paste my content in here. And of course, I do have the subject line, guys. Let me just kind of grab that subject line for this. The subject line for this is this. Let me just paste subject line in, and then we analyze. You see, and mine is not like 100%, is 15%, and his deliverability score is 94%. Is this the difference that you can stay out of spam or you've been delivering? So you can see is not any of this network says, well, this is spam, and it's commercial because it is. And of course, you can reanalyze this and change a little bit around. Then this is what you get. So you can see now, majority of them is you hitting primary with a specific email. Obviously, Outlook, Gmail always going to put you in kind of Outlook will put you primary or other because they only have those. And also Gmail, obviously you have so many different kind of folders that you're going to let. But remember, I did build this email with very small amount of effort to clean this up like this in order to be deliverable like that. So, and the second part of this, when it comes to the Grant Cardone email, so it's very, very simple, guys. You just got to have the decent tools. So if we look Grant Cardone's email here, and for example, let's just get it so you guys can see the actual what is need to be done. So we can use this another tool. This time we're going to just use Email Optimizer. And I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm just going to paste Grant Cardone's email, the whole email that we got in here. And we're just going to optimize this and see if we can improve the situation in here for this specific email. As you know, it's quite riddled with nearly 40 different spam words. And we shrink that whole email to become something like this. Like you have this one, concise, direct. You have this one, question about business growth, optimizing your business systems, and also change what works right now for this email that what should be. Excuse me, let me just take a quick drink. All right, so let's try this first so you can see yourself how different this will be if we use the specific email that given us. So we can go ahead and analyze this email. Remember, this will be Grant Cardone's email, so that this will be basically a new subject line for that. Just to kind of give you an idea, we given a subject line, and let me also get once more the sender domain for this. Original source, info@grantcardone.com is the domain sender for this. So let's have a look. Let's analyze this. You see, we already reduced from 100% risk to 23%, and deliverability now actually is positive, is 81%. And if we look providers, is still like we got them out of the spam, and goes to the promotion for just one single tweak. And of course, I can analyze this a little bit further and a few more times, see what is need to be done. So you can see every time you're analyzing, like your score changes here, because this specific tool that I designed, it detect different spam words than the actual spam word checker. But as you know, this emails they send by itself isn't spam. So it's like literally cleaning up, landing on promotion is much better than spam. in this case. And also we changed a little bit the content itself. Still say same message, but generally speaking, this is what could be done within a few seconds, and this can improve. And of course, you can go back and get another one. For example, let's try this one. Let's try this email here. So if you know what you're doing, let's paste this one in, and let's also, when you're doing this, make sure that you also change the subject line on the other tool. And let's analyze this. Again, from get-go is out of the spam and is landed on promotion, as you can see in here. But in here you can then obviously like get into the email. First of all, let's just also check this in the other tool here with spamware checker, as obviously we know this was my email that is pretty clean. So let's kind of remove that. Let's just refresh this so we do not have any data left from last one. So we paste this. Again, because we have the direct copy from the Grant Cardone's language, so to speak. So you can see, did you know what companies have clearly defined sales? So sales itself is a spam word, as we can see. Marketing is a spam word. Many business leave is a spam word. Change is a spam word. The best is a spam word. And of course, sales is being drafted in a couple of times. So on here physically, you can see what word do you need to change. So did you know what companies with clearly defined sales processes? I mean, this way you can see, now I changed that word. Instead of marketing and advertising system or outreach. Advertising, something like this. Many business leave growth to chance. Many business, instead of leave, many business lets the growth to pure luck. Something like this. I'm going to not separate it, because like something like hoping for the best instead of hoping for the best, hoping for the good outcome. I'm not really, best wordsmith in the world. I don't know even how to speak English or write English, but you can see. So there's only one thing left in here. Advise on business. This day is a robust system. If you are looking to refine approach and consistently grow sales, instead of sales, obviously, and here you say grow business, grow the bottom line, something like this. As you can see, I can't really. And now you can see, like, just doing a few tweaks in here, we have this email, and now without any spam words, but some of the spam words still in here. And let's go ahead and change that to this. Let's try again, and let's see what we get. Again, you see, because obviously we copied from the exact same mantra of the languaging, and this is what it does. You'll still stay obviously in spam. Let's kind of check a little bit further. And then because of obviously the language that's spoken in here is still like this in here is a kind of, you could say, AI still detects AI still detect this as being marketing equivalent, as we can see. But the actual words we have see sale, you see, and an app. So let's have a look. Sales is this in here. So did you know the companies with clear defined process? I mean, we could say this as a processes, and we got rid of that. And then let's see where is the app is approach. So but true scaling comes from integrated, instead approach, integrated systems. From lead generation to optimization, profitable, and this is another, obviously, optimization, profitable operations, uh, optimizing operations. I'm going to take that profitable word out because it is indicator of the, obviously, sales the money language. And then advise business on building types of robust systems. You are looking to refine, again, approach in here, refine instead of your approach, refine your outreach, or refine your business, you could say, and consistently grow the bottom line. And I would welcome quick conversation, share some insights. So let's see this fixes does anything. So now we see we do not have any more spam words. And let's look overview. Now we have 90% score deliverability and 15% still spam risk, because obviously Grant Cardone's languaging. But remember, we didn't change any different things in the email. What's supposed to message be? Essentially, is not hard hitting this time round, as we can see now. Is out of the spam and you are in promotion. And of course, you can refine this a bit further down, optimizing your business system, optimizing business itself is classed as many other kind of, you could say, equivalent to things, is classed a spam. And systems itself also classed, you could say, gray zone spam. Growth is classed as spam. Log is close to the basically being spam, as far as like what list I have put it into these things, and as well as it's things that are, for example, margin. Margin is talking about money, and that's the kind of stuff will prevent, obviously, AI putting this email into the context of spam. But in this case, we can see we are actually out of spam, and you can tune this back up a bit more. Optimizing your business is just too vague, as you all know. Like optimizing your work, probably be better. Optimizing your wallet, probably be even better, if you know what I mean, especially if you're talking about money. Optimizing your bank account could be another stuff, but generally speaking, and here again, the specific optimizing your business system, I would say, is it important to be optimizing your obviously optimizing your business, right? But there is another, optimizing your company, your company systems. Now we have kind of long tail keyword in here, and instead of many businesses, we could say many companies. But remember, this is, you gotta kind of like physically see what kind of changes implemented. And here you can see doing that, what happened, guys. We are in primary in every single provider, just kind of by literally changing few things. And as you can see, I am not the greatest writer or greatest intelligent person that ever exists, but really physically you can see what you can do and what you can really say, still deliver same message, and of course have a better quality, score quality, uh, because AI is obviously detecting everything in here, and this is what you can do, and this is how you can really stay out of spam. If you are the person that obviously responsible for sending Grant Cardone's emails, I'll recommend you do this, so you can prove your worth of obviously doing good stuff. Obviously, this is coming from HubSpot, email.net, SMTP, but obviously we just wanted interest in the domain, but behind the domain, obviously there's an SMTP. This is going through the share gating from HubSpot, and that's also kind of a bit danger, and that's why that emails literally stays in spam all the time. So as we can see, if now you can take this cleaner up version in here, and of course you can stick it to this other tool. As you know, we kind of got this email optimized from the same thing they said. We didn't recreated anything. So it's like literally picking on this, created us this shorter, more precise emails, and then we just refined this emails a little bit so you can see where this emails will land. So I hope now physically you can see why the email goes to spam, what can you do to stay out of spam. And of course, I build these tools for myself to kind of, I'm using this. And if you want kind of use them, there is a link somewhere in our chats that you can also use those. So that is basically why you should do this and stay out of the owner. If you're affiliate marketer, if you're email marketer, if you're being hired to do the email for the big company like Grant Cardone, if you're just running newsletter, you're publishing newsletter, and if you are in a small, obviously small, medium, or large business, or just a solopreneur, this is what we do, what we can do to solve basically email going to spam problem, because it is big problem, because lots of people just using generic chat GPT, which is that's what we see, what we receive. And of course, we are also using AI to optimize stuff. And when you kind of least half decent optimized, you know, your stuff kind of stays out of the spam. As you can see, even gives you strategic insights about the specific email, what has been done. And obviously, as you can see, optimized version has 0 spam words, but it does still have few spam words because ChatGPT obviously or AI is going to give you some, you could say, natural speaking language. And we don't want really true natural speaking language when you are writing the email, because majority of the words in the language literally in the dictionary is being classed as spam. So this is why majority of the emails that people writing go to spam without really analyzing the email itself before sending. So you saw how clean my email was, and we're going to actually send that email. And today, anyway, now you see the tools I'm using, guys. Now you can see how I am cleaning this my emails and how I'm putting my emails together to send emails out. So in this case, let me just kind of close certain tabs to get a little bit of bandwidth together here. So this was obviously my email content as we saw in here, and it's pretty clean. Yes, it's still low score, but I am happy with it. It's kind of like not putting me in spam. So what you can do, like what I can do, literally like kind of get this here, just my content, and go back. go back on this email optimizer. You can see the content in here is pretty clean already. So let's see, like you can see it's pretty clean, and I am happy with that. And then what you can do in here, basically, you go back on this tool, you go to email optimizer, and you can paste that in and get a new version of this email. And in here, this tool, you can select what it is for. So in here, I want to select, let's say, invitation, the copyright framework, that you could select any of them or leave it, or will auto select. So there's quite few this is quite a few different language model you can use. As you can see, different ones give you different thing. Something like this. Persona, you can select a persona, direct response, friendly peer-to-peer, executive, concise business impact, storytelling, wedding planner. You can see it's quite lots of them. Customer support, account manager. So like this is obviously that you can just select any of those, all kind of do decent job. Friendly, warm, casual, that's what you want. Audience, you can put audience, for example, I could say B to B, and the goal option, invite, invitation or invite, tone, human, pro, something like this, or friendly. You could say whatever. Tone, I'm just going to put pro. Professional, or you could say any type of, let's say, warm, something like this. And then you go optimize. And this will kind of now inject different kind of style of things, and give you new subject lines, as you can see in here. Give you again 3 different approaches, 3 different, so you can do A, B, C, D test on the content here. And then if we can get, let's just pick this one up here. And if we go back on spam word checker here, so as you know, we're already starting with decent copy, and then we can put it in. Because ChatGPT is going to do a, you could say, speaking normal language, right? So obviously I don't need this part. Hey, Evan here. Instead of, hey, Evan here, I'm just going to make a little bit difference here. This is Evan, and then from No Limit Emails, something like this. I recently noticed a few friends struggling to get important emails through, and instead of get, obviously we know the get word is, struggling to deliver, something like this. Important emails through, which has got me thinking about critical good delivery relay is seems blah blah, and obviously we get rid of this kind of dashes and stuff, so you can work your emails out. As you can see, extra word extra is over promise, so this often means extra work. This also often mean more, right? Means more work. As you can see, just changing 3 things on this content, we are pretty decent place to kind of once more go ahead and test this. So why is it you have to do this? Because you got to know before you kind of send this, right? And this is what people that obviously send me that Grant Cardone email didn't kind of do the due diligence to try to kind of basically stay ahead of the game. But as you all know, it's not that difficult, it's not that hard to do, but yet they totally missed the boat. Like, they just send an email, but emails in the spam, so I have to go in the spam and dig it out to kind of show you this. So if we look again, email analyzer in here, this new subject, the new content of email. So if we also look a quick chat, by the way, the word chat is also a spam word. Instead of chat, let's say this is my sender domain, and this is a quick. Instead, I'm going to leave it on a chat, and then we change that after. So let's just analyze this, see what we see. So again, from out of the gate, as you can see, our delivery score is actually decent enough, and we are below 20% on spam, and which is, like I mentioned, this tool detect different spam words versus the other mail media tool. So I know personally, this has few things that is affecting the score not going high. So again, because we already optimized it anyway, but we also understand ChatGPT or any other AI will kind of inject certain amount of things into this, and therefore is a little bit, you could say, still kind of scores you down. Therefore, like, you need to just physically go through line by line again, see what it is that, let's see the words that says no spam, the fixes. Obviously, we already have all the stuff in place. The domains has the stuff in place. Providers, what they scoring us, and they scoring us according to this language. They will be scoring us into the promotion, as you know. So the one of them, you could say obviously a quick word quick and a chat. The both of them are kind of gray zone spam. So, and here would be something like getting emails delivered. Instead of this, like instead on, obviously, it says getting emails delivered. Is it important to get emails delivered? Something like this. This is what I would do. Is it important? You get an idea, but you can to getting your your word is kind of, the word your is kind of in the edge, something like this, but you can drop this into the chat GPT, say shorten this in many ways, or you can go back on a tool, try one of the others. So from No Limit Emails, I recently noticed few friends struggling to deliver important emails, something like this, through which got me how critical good delivery really is. It seems may well crafted message still miss the mark without a solid foundation. This often means more work and less effective outreach for teams. I'm holding a few discussion, blah blah, ensure that blah, as you can see. But sometimes ready for brief talk to explore how we can help. So the word help is spam. How we can improve, something like this. But generally speaking, it's just kind of changing a few things, as you can see. Now we can do the primary and still, like, top threes, you could say, put you in a position that at least, like, your delivery is working. So just tweaking a few things in here, physically testing before you kind of send this email out, it helps you to kind of stay out of the spam, and of course make sure that your emails are delivered. So in here you can see you could still then take this back to the tool, analyze it again, and obviously optimize a few times. Then you see when you hit everything on kind of inboxing and primary, then you can do your thing. Like as you can see, even now we can see there is literally no fixes in here, no spam words. Overview score is 95%, and now is 8, which is pretty amazing. So you can see that in here yourself. Majority of them you will be delivering this. So you can obviously still improve this a little bit further, but this will kind of get you by, not land you in spam, if you know what I mean. So it's like much better doing this instead of like literally just sending that blind copy with lots of point deducted on your email, on your obviously sender and everything else. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope now you can see what you can do with your own email. And of course, I am pretty confident this email will deliver well. So as you can see in here, so I can definitely copy this email and go back to my emailer and start building email and sending this email out. So if we go in here, as we can see, I'm just going to clone this email here, and we're going to do a day 17. I'm on day 17 of this warm-up. So we're just going to clone. The email is going to be segment email. And we're going to get, as you know, we're going to get that subject line, what we did. So is it important to getting, like, as you can see, is a mixture of like capital and ChatGPT not going that they know that's human being wrote in this. So we're going to also get that email content, what we just analyzed here, this one here, as we can see. So we're going to send that. So let's copy the actual email, and I will show you what we do next. So inevitable, reliable email sending, email system, pre-header, and this internal name for me will be, actually today's going to be day 17, email 17. So I'm normally labeling like that, and here I have the list for day 16. I'm going to change that to day 17. I already uploaded day 17 leads, which will be around 2,000 email available for use. I'm going to switch that on, and then I'm just going to hit save here, apply this work to the email, and here, as you can see, there's a lot of themes and templates you can, but we already have built this. So this is the part of my email content here, as you can see. So I'm just going to literally delete this email content here one by one, because everything's itemized in here on the builder after compiling. So I can show you what we're going to do with this next content here, so you know what to do yourself. Let's also kind of just delete some of this empty space in here. You know, when you're building and what, after you compile, remember we are cloning the older email here. That's why I'm doing this. Let's just leave on that in. And what we want to do is have a new space here, and then on that new space we're going to direct the text, and then we're going to copy in here and paste it in. So once more, I'm just going to make sure that my text lines are not huge and not too long. And also I'm going to give myself each line just like a bit more white spacing in here. This is where all that empty spaces we just deleted came from. Ready for brief, talk, to explore, improve, or drop me an email, I could say, in here. Or drop me an email. Something like this. This is Evan from Anonymous Emails, and here I want to say I'm reaching out to invite your team in. Something like this, basically. And of course, I do not have any names or anything else. I could add a token in here like personalized, but because I do not have the name of people on the email list, so I am putting myself forward in here. And this is, again, my content. This is built for operators managing. I'm just going to change that to let's see what we have. Consistent delivery for your message. This is one of the other subject line this tool gives us. So let's just change that here. We put that in and then we save. And of course, it's up to you. You can play around with the email, but this is my email content, and this is will be going for day 17. So now we're done. We just apply. So that saves everything we done. We X, and now you can save and close. Now you can have basically preview of your email, what you send in. As you can see, this email is quite heavy on things. Show preview for content and all that I already have. So let's send. So this email on day warm up day 17 will be going to 2,318 people. If you're especially new, and then this is ultimate send. If you're a new warming up system, this is basically what you need to do. One, the importance of you having good, clean email content. Two, the importance that when you are kind of doing a warm up, that you do each day by the numbers that allowed and allocated, so your system runs like nice and smoothly. On this case, as you can see, this is day 17 of me activating the specific system, and now slowly we going towards triple digit of email sent every time. And of course, when it's getting matured, like the goal is in here, if you want to kind of follow along, and next basically 13 days, 14 days, we will make this domain to send a million emails at one go. And this is what basically possible. So now if we go back on email, as you can see, we send that email is gone. And the previous email, as you can see, this are cold email. I'm getting some decent kind of like interaction. I mean, that's what's really all matter end of the day. And also emails that we send in, we know is not being scored as a spam. So when you look a little bit more also on a mature system, that after obviously warm up done, and you've been maturing the system for quite a couple of years or a few years, and this is what happens. So this is the new system. As we can see, that email's gone now. By the way, we're done with this. So I'm just going to leave that there for a second. And we're going to bring the older system a little bit mature. And on this mature system, as you can see, if I go to the channel on email, so you can see my yesterday email that I sent 185,000. And today's email I will be sending after tonight's live stream that we have on No Limit Emails YouTube channel, which will be email masters with several members that will be hanging out, have a conversation. I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel and also come in and have a conversation with us, especially when you're scaling up in the sense. So you can see each email is I've been sending is 180, 180, 150,000, 900,000 email at one go, like 200,000, 200,000, originally 208,000, 200, nearly 230,000 email, 115,000 emails. As you can see, the level is kind of insane in here. So few emails, I'm sending million emails, but we know system is capable of, as you can see, sending million email at one go, sending more than million email at one go when it's maturing. As you can see in here, there's 955,000 emails sent at one go, and I still have part of campaign to kind of go. So when here you can see 650,000 emails sent, but remember, this is just random cold email outreach. This people not being researched or targeted or anything in that nature. So it's just random upload, saying something on email and sending emails. So this is, you can see what is possible when the system is matured. So of course, the whole idea is when you send an email, this part doesn't get blank. Like, as you know, like whole idea is send an email, get the readbacks and make sure that email is delivered so you can see the numbers in here yourself. So this goes on for several years. And every few years I do wipe the server in this one to kind of introduce new data to it. But currently this is slowly reaching out to between 11 and 12 million emails. It's just like literally last few emails. As you can see, it doesn't take very long to send million emails, for example. And here you can see just 3 emails more than most people send in their lifetime. So 220, 260, 260 again, as you can see in here, and 140. Is really up to your discretion what kind of numbers you can send. So I hope you enjoyed this Sunday clinic. Now you can see the difference between obviously share system versus private system, and of course email that going to spam, email that I'm receiving by the people, big companies that they go to spam, and a small guy like myself, my email is not going to spam. And this is the reality that obviously out there people could help themselves by utilizing, obviously Grant Cardone's still using his domain as a sender, but really is just, you could say, mask domain as a sender. But he's sending gate coming from obviously HubSpot, and that HubSpot is shared IP and shared gating. And of course, the email content also dismal. And that is why they are keep going into spam, unfortunately. But generally speaking, he's not the only one. There's quite lots of them. They go to the spam, and unfortunately, they could make it better for them, and they could join us, and we can deliver better emails for them. So that being said, one more question I need to kind of answer in here. Let me just kind of answer that as well. So it's about really an essence of what happens when someone else on a shared IP gets blacklisted. Guys, if shared IPs get somebody blacklisted, as blacklist as you too, you instantly lose, obviously, reputation, and your email just keep going to the spam. And of course, when you're using shared hosted places, even if you're using your domain, the gating is not isolated and sent, as you're not sending through dedicated IP that is belong to you, just for your own reputation. Therefore, you're going to kind of still be suppressed by the spam filters. That's how it is. You cannot live in somebody else's house, say, well, that is my house. That's the reality. So it's not about just having records in place like DKIM, SPF, DMARC. It's not just about that. Even having a BMI is like not going to really get you out of spam. Having all the records in place, if the system is not isolated, still kind of environment that is with, let's say, shared scenario, and somebody keeps spamming, and you are not kind of spamming at all. Your content is clean, your email is good, and your company has a good reputation. But unfortunately, the truth is, if you hang with the thieves, you get painted with the same brush, and this is the pretty true when it comes to the email. So I hope you enjoyed this hour on Sunday Clinic, and please come join us on this evening live stream. So we will be hanging out on No Limit Emails channel on this time. We will have some No Limit Emails members. We will have a kind of like conversation over there. So I will put that channel on the chat. Just a second, guys. So you can find us in here, and you can subscribe to that channel. I'm more live all the time in that channel instead of here. So make sure that you come and visit us in there. So this is where you can find us this evening after from 10 o'clock. We will be live in there. And of course, if you want to really have a system like this isolated, all you have to do is reach out to me, and we can set the domain up for you. And it's not really expensive either, guys. So we've been running this specific system for 6 years for several thousands of entrepreneurs and businesses, and we haven't had a single issue or a domain burn or IP blocked last 6 years. And you can come join us. As you know, I'm not doing this to kind of pitch No Limit Emails to you. I'm just doing this what I'm personally doing when it comes to the email. And the system I'm using is from No Limit Email system that we built for ourselves. And this is the system that makes a huge difference. And you can also check that out, obviously, in my profile on LinkedIn, or you can look at this URL here and get yourself an account. Here we go. So you can get yourself an account in there, and if you need to really reach out to me and speak to me directly, I will be also available this evening on a public square that we have a live room for you all the time. So the public square room is again provided by us at No Limit Emails. You can go there and obviously get yourself into the conversation, ask some of our family members to invite you in, and you can find that room is always on this URL. And also be my guest, use the free tool for your live stream, Meet No Limit Emails, and go ahead and try that for yourself. And that is it for now. And I wish you a wonderful Sunday and happy sending. If you do like the content that I'm sharing with you, please do subscribe to this channel, well as obviously No Limit Emails channel, so you don't miss out when we are going live. As you know, we are doing daily lives on No Limit Emails channel. There's literally nearly close to 1,000 live streams in there already. Take care and have a wonderful rest of the Sunday and happy Sunday. I look forward to seeing you on next Sunday Email Clinic.